I know what you're thinking. Which horror tropes did Cabin in the Woods use? Congrats to Cameron Watson for giving the comment that led to this video's question. Quick question, what is the second game in the Halo series? Comment your answer below and I might feature you in a future video. Okay, back to Woody Cabins, let's break down what a trope is. It's basically a plot device or theme that is associated with a certain style or genre, a cliche. The Cabin in the Woods is huge on cliches and horror tropes, but makes a great effort to break most of them. The opening sequence is creepy and chilling with a lot of creepy chilling art. Plus there's the ominous music playing. This is something a lot of movies do to get you warmed up for a scary opening scene. So while you're watching this, you're expecting some scary opening scene, but no. You get two guys just hanging out having a conversation in an average looking facility. Nothing scary here. Wait, did he just pay for coffee at work? Okay, that's pretty scary. There's 5 characters in this film: the virgin, the whore, the athlete, the scholar, and the fool. All typical horror trope characters that find themselves within a scary movie. However, the movie puts a twist on your expectations of these characters. How does it do this? Well, take for example the athlete. Sure, he's a jock and plays sports, but he's also intelligent. He's got a full academic scholarship, and he suggests books for the virgin to read. Now take the virgin, she's not actually a virgin. She's actually hinted at doing the bangarang with her professor. Next there's the scholar, who isn't just smart, but also plays sports and is quite athletic. Then there's the fool, who is actually quite brainy, but smokes a lot of weed. The way this movie breaks the typical horror movie trope is huge, but I'll get to that later. Moving on to the next trope in the Cabin in the Woods is that they're staying at a cabin in the woods. Now if this isn't the most cliche setting for a horror tale, I don't know what is. It's a go-to spot for many horror movies such as Cabin Fever, Evil Dead, Friday the 13th, The Blair Witch Project, and the list goes on. Now moving inside the cabin, there's a trap door, a trope that was started by Evil Dead and is where all the ritualistic artifacts are kept. Before Thor and the gang get to that room, they play Truth or Dare, which is something that also happens a lot in horror movies, and usually leads to a situation where someone stumbles upon something scary. Maybe a person, or a creature, or a scary hidden room. Well, what do we have here? A scary hidden room. It's almost like I knew that was gonna happen. Once they're all in the room, they find a bunch of weird random gadgets and gizmos of all shapes and sizes. It's a room filled with horror tropes. Horror films love to assign a monster, creature, or evil spirit to an object. Pinhead from Hellraiser is symbolized by a puzzle box, and Annabelle the doll holds an evil spirit. The objects in this room are all tied to some terrible entity as well. Moving on to trope number, I haven't been keeping count. Marty the smart fool suggests that they all leave, but of course, no one listens to him. On top of that, Dana decides she's gonna read some Latin out of a gruesomely written diary. It literally says, if you read this, the dead family will return from the dead. Marty is the only one who hears a voice say, read it, and almost comes in clutch saying, yo, don't read that Latin. But Dana's like, dollar super vivo caro. And like toast on a Sunday morning, bing bong boom, the zombie family arises. Thanks, Dana. But actually, it's not really her fault. She was under the influence of pheromones and gases and a whole lot of manipulation by the guys at the facility. This is the point that I was mentioning earlier, and it's that this movie is a great explanation for why characters in scary movies do the dumb things that they do. Why they split up, why characters will attack a monster with a weapon or gun, but then drop it when they think they're dead, instead of just taking the weapon with them for future situations. Why people always want to do it, why they're always stuck at a location. Cabin in the Woods could have totally just been a group of friends who go camping, but then die tragically by some zombies. But instead, the writers went into a crazy new direction that I personally love. So which horror tropes did Cabin in the Woods use? Well, a lot of them. If I missed any, make sure to comment them below. Also, if you haven't seen this movie and are okay with the spoilers that I might have given you, I highly suggest you like and subscribe. I mean, watch the movie. I mean, yeah, you should like and subscribe, but also watch the movie. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.
As soon as you are able.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Do yourself a favor and click my logo to subscribe. Also, check out my last video about Kim Jong-un by clicking the link on the right here.
My cup is